Her topic is Ignorantia, Juris, Non-Excusat. Awareness is surviving, yet among the law educated only.
Namaskar, Bhumika Choubisa. My topic is Ignorantia Juris Non-Excusat. Awareness is surviving yet among the law educated only. Ignorantia Juris Non-Excusat, a Latin legal maxim, briefly captures the essence of legal accountability, translated as ignorance of the law does not excuse. This principle emphasizes that individuals cannot evade legal consequences by pleading unawareness of the law. It is emphasized a universal expectation that everyone is bound by the law and irrespective of their knowledge, reinforcing the notion that legal obligation persists regardless of one's understanding or lack thereof. Next. Okay. The ongoing era of the pandemic has been revelatory for India's governing topography, pitting public interest right against the systems and mechanisms of the governance. Too many countries around the world took advantage of the once in a century pandemic taking to of arbitrary and authoritarian ways of decision making. What the pandemic revealed the most in our country is the extent, magnitude of uncertainty, not just among the society's subaltern, but also among those expected to maintain it in the presence of a full-blown health emergency. In the days leading to lockdown, in May 2020, the Supreme Court pronounced judgments in 73 cases, which merely 2 were directly related to the emergency arising from the pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic was is expected to cause increased levels of literacy among millions of children, with the shutting down of physical academic institutions across the country, pushing a 10-year-old chart of progress to an irreversible curve of decline. Some social issues are there which would I like to highlight. Ignorance or mistake of fact provides a defense to a criminal charge when the mistaken view of the facts is inconsistent with the required criminal purpose. Thus, one who takes the carries away goods of another by believing them to be his own is not guilty of larceny, since he lacks the intent to steal. And the maxim, the well-known maxim, even ignorance of the law is no excuse, has much to answer for. Defendants arguing that they did not know or misunderstand the law have been told that their in ignorance or mistake made no difference to their liability. The institutional writers have laid down as much, the courts have repeatedly emphasized it. Social importance of maxim ignorantia juris non-excusat. The principle of ignorantia juris non-excusat plays role in promoting social justice by ensuring that legal expectations clearly and apply uniformly to all members of the society or the citizens. When society is well educated and aware about their legal rights and legal liabilities and legal obligations, then it is easy to implement laws and for proper functioning of legal system. And then it functions so well, as we know. This minimizes the potential for selective enforcement or exploitation of legal loopholes. Legal awareness enhances the concept of social justice by ensuring that individuals have knowledge of rights and their responsibilities within the legal framework. A society with heightened legal awareness is better equipped to address injustices with the advocate for legal equal treatment legally and to create a more inclusive and just environment for all its members or the citizens. Now, let us concern about some legal issues on the maxim. Firstly, cover the present statutes, mistake or ignorance of statutes law. It includes a person can be criminally responsible for an offense even if at the time of conduct constituting the offense he or she is mistaken about or ignorant of the existence or content of an act that directly or indirectly creates the offense or directly or indirectly affects the scope or operation of the offense. The act is expressly or impliedly to the contrary effect, or the ignorance or mistake negates a fault element that applies to a physical element of the offense. Now I will focus on legal importance of the maxim ignorantia non-excusat. Order and stability. By holding individuals accountable of their actions, the maxim helps to maintain order and stability in the society, as people are less likely to act recklessly if they understood they are bound by the law. Preventing exploitation. It prevents the exploitation of ignorance as a loophole to escape legal consequences, reinforcing the idea that everyone is expected to act in accordance with the law. Legal equality, public confidence, and the most important, legal education. The maxim encourages, and the motive of this whole conference, individuals to educate themselves about the law, contributing to a more informed and responsible to the citizens. Most often, legal knowledge in India is considered as the stronghold of lawyers and jurist experts only, far removed from day-to-day society. It is by virtue of this universe belief and isolation from the legal system that the common citizen often finds themselves lost on the pathways of justice amid the venerated procedures established by the law. Thus, maximum legal literacy is the foremost criterion upon which the realization of the citizen's fundamental human rights stands. Now, I will like to conclude with my humble suggestions. In such a changing society, there is need to educate people, there is need to increase ambit of legal education in the masses. People must be made aware of the procedures and policies available for their betterment. Legal aid is an instrument by the constitution as a right. Majority of people in our country are poor mostly, and because of their poverty, they are unable to afford expensive legal procedures, and hence they are denied to get justice. Law provides means to combat this situation, but still many people are not aware about this Article 39A, the scheme under the NALSA and welfare schemes about the free legal aid. My humble suggestions are public campaigns, conduct public awareness campaigns using various media channels including television, radio, digitalization as much as we can, and information about key legal obligations. Online platforms, user-friendly online platforms containing easily accessible information on common legal issues, rights, obligation, and many more content we can apply. community workshops, organized workshops and seminars in communities, schools and workshops, workshop places to educate people about their legal rights, only to aware their legal rights, that about the fair and unfair, just and unjust. Legal literacy programs, implement legal literacy programs in schools and colleges to ensure that young individuals are aware of their legal responsibility from an early age.
Time is up, ma'am.
Sorry.
Please wrap up shortly.
Yes. Collaboration with NGOs, legal ad clinics. I'm mentioning only points.